Welcome back, everyone. In today's episode, we're diving deep into XRP's price prediction and some key price levels you absolutely need to keep an eye on. The market has been pretty stable, and we might be heading into a crucial breakout moment for XRP, so let's break it down.
Yeah, it's been a quiet few months, right? We've seen a lot of consolidation. For June and July especially, the markets have been relatively flat, but July usually gives us a little more movement. The big question is, how is XRP holding up with all this?
Exactly. Currently, XRP is sitting around $2.17. We've got key resistance levels at $2.20 and $2.30. If it breaks through these, we might see a more significant move upwards. But for now, we're still seeing this consolidation pattern between those key levels.
Right, that $2.20 and $2.30 resistance zone is going to be crucial. If XRP can clear those, we could be looking at some decent upside potential. But we've also got support right around $2.05 to $200. If XRP falls below that, it could get a little tricky.
Absolutely, and it's not just about technicals. There's a rising trend of institutional demand for XRP. CoinShares reported inflows of 219 million in just the first half of this year into XRP ETPs. This is huge, and it shows a clear institutional interest in the asset.
Yeah, the ETPs are interesting because they're not ETFs, but they're still gaining a lot of traction with institutional investors. The inflow numbers are definitely a signal that XRP is catching the attention of big players. It's like the quiet before the storm.
Exactly. The ETP market for XRP is growing. And when ETFs for crypto do eventually get approved, XRP might be one of the major beneficiaries. But in the short term, it's all about watching these resistance levels and seeing how it reacts to the broader market trends.
Speaking of market trends, you mentioned a new trading indicator in your intro. What's this X1 algo you're talking about? I've heard a lot of buzz around it.
Yeah, I'm super excited about this. We've added a new oscillator to the X1 algo indicator. What's cool about this is that it gives traders a much earlier signal about when the market is shifting, whether that's for XRP or any crypto, really. It helps you time your buys and sells much more accurately.
That sounds pretty powerful. Can it be used for stocks too?
Exactly. It works for both cryptos and stocks. For instance, on a chart for Shiba Inu, you can see it giving early alerts for downtrends and then flashing these dynamite signals to show when a move is intensifying before it actually reverses. It's a game changer for anyone looking to trade with a clear edge.
That's wild. So essentially, it gives you a heads up even before the market really starts to make a big move, giving traders a chance to get in early.
Exactly. And it's not just about alerts either. The new private investing community that comes with it will give you access to live classes and direct support to make sure you're really maximizing your trading potential.
I love that. It's one thing to have a tool, but it's another to have a community backing you up. For people trying to make smarter moves with XRP and other assets, that's a huge bonus.
100%. So to wrap up today's conversation, remember those key price levels for XRP, $2.20 and $2.30 for resistance, and $2.05 to $2 for support. Keep an eye on these levels because the market is prime for a breakout.
And don't forget the potential from those institutional investors pouring money into XRP ETPs. Once the broader market starts moving again, XRP could really shine.
Exactly. And with the new X1 algo features, it's going to give traders a much more precise edge in navigating these price swings. All right, that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in.
Catch you next time, guys. Stay sharp and happy trading.